Welcome to the Lifestyle Report with Adam. Well, schools across the country are reopening this fall, a decision not unlike staying at your desk in Tower 2 on 9/11. But given that impending disaster has joined our drunk racist uncles as a sad fact of life, Americans are forced to send their children out into the world armed only with dollar store hand sanitizer and masks designed by Margaret Atwood. So we here at the Lifestyle Report checked in with a few schools across the country to see if they are sinking or swimming in new coronavirus cases. Teachers are often known as the first line of defense against illiteracy, which makes putting them in charge of fighting infections the equivalent of storming the beaches of Normandy with the cast of Baywatch. Immunocompromised elementary high school earth science teacher Norman Fergus of Saddle River, New Jersey, doubles as his school's nurse, so expect Saddle River, New Jersey to be the next hotspot of a massive outbreak. Mr. Fergus has been unable to find a mask that doesn't aggravate his asthma and or fear of tight spaces, so he will be forced to conduct all of his classes in his life-sized Optimus Prime costume. Cerritos, California school social studies teacher and Glee Club chair Kip Whitcomb is feverishly writing choreography for the school's annual Fall Sing, which usually features one or two new numbers, but this year will have to be entirely reconceived to be performed as a complete chorus via Zoom. Whitcomb does not want a repeat of last semester's Spring Sing, where he let the students choose and choreograph their own Zoom solo numbers, leading to 29 separate performances of You'll Be Back from Hamilton. Due to the state's ban on team sports, Iowa high school gym teacher Teresa Pennison Hershorts, I think I'm pronouncing that right, has created an entire curriculum centered on teenagers playing with themselves. Running, archery, and skiing, Coach Pennison Hershorts tells us, are just a few examples of activities young adults can engage in that only require intimate contact with their own bodies. Elsewhere, many of the nation's lost and founds were overflowing this summer since very few students came to collect lost items at the end of the year. While most were donated to worthwhile charities like the Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, and the Save Ellen Foundation, Arlington, Virginia Primary School Secretary Patricia Ruggiero reported an unusual number of unclaimed items that no charities would accept, including a Blu-ray House of Cards box set in the shape of Kevin Spacey's fist, a 40-pound bag of Chinese bat food, and several t-shirts from Jeffrey Epstein's children's petting zoo. The rest of the odd list is on their website, as is a phone number to call to claim any of the items. One of the hottest topics in schools this fall continues to be child welfare, as many of the nation's poorest families depend on schools for childcare, meals, and health services. When reached for comment about the gap being created by hybrid learning, a representative from the Department of Education said, "Hello? No, she not here. Senora DeVos is gone for season." More on that story, hopefully after November 3rd. And finally, as we mentioned earlier, much of the conversation still centers around masks. Some parents are arguing to ease mask requirements, others lobbying to expel any child caught without a mask even once, and still other parents complaining that with kids covering their faces all the time, they haven't been able to teach their own children which ones to hate. Well, that's all for us here at the Lifestyle Report with Adam. Tune in next week for a closer look at what's been styling your life.